Hello, I'm Raymond Fondel. I want to thank the Lake Charles Black business owners for what they're doing on today. Being able to bring all of us candidates together for one common cause to make us all better at the end of the day. I'm so proud to be a member of this organization and look forward to advancing the interests of our group, whether I'm elected or not. I'm committed to our community and committed to you, our viewers that are out there. So thank you again for tuning in on today. I'm a candidate for the Lake Charles City Council, District A. I'm a 1989 graduate of Southern University. Came back home after I graduated. Look forward to working with my father's business and someday opening up my own business. I've worked for State Farm Insurance for 10 years, left State Farm to open up my own insurance agency in 2004, became an independent agent in 2011. My entire life has been in District A, where I've been born and where I've been raised. It's where I have my family at and where I will continue to be moving forward. I've always served this community, whether as a young man getting out of high school, going to McNeese, and my only desire was to look to drive an ambulance, or serving the community. When you call Fondels and your loved ones pass, we were always there. Those are the things that my father instilled in me. He was a business owner here in Southwest Louisiana for many years, and he fought a lot of inequalities here in this community to get to where he was. But the one thing that was always constant was you. It was you, because you served. You did business with him, and it afforded me an opportunity to want to do the same thing that my father did, to want to be a business owner, to want to be able to work in the community. My education was paid for by you. When I graduated from Southern in 1989, I didn't know anybody anything. I owed you, this community, a great deal, more than you could ever imagine. And I continue to want to serve you, even to this day, as an insurance agent, insuring the things that mean the most to you, whether it be your home, your auto, your life. I've committed myself to that. And that's how I feed not only myself, but my family and my staff who's been with me for almost 17 years now. So I feel like I'm a part of this community, and I absolutely look forward to being able to represent you in this community. Now, I continue to serve you. I continue to serve you as a member of the Southern University Board of Supervisors. I was appointed in 2013 under Governor Bobby Jindal, and I've served to 2019 and was reappointed by Governor John Bell Edwards to another 6-year term. At Southern, we manage a budget of over $200 million, and we deal with a lot of things in this as far as contracts, hiring, athletics. We manage the Bayou Classic, which brings millions of dollars to the New Orleans area, to the city of New Orleans, and to the Southern University system that we support. I've worked with the police department there. We have 3 different police departments in 3 different cities. We manage 5 different campuses. Now, I've worked and tried to advance the interests of Southern, not only in Baton Rouge, but I've tried to bring it here to Southwest Louisiana also, in service to the youth of this community and the service to this city, trying to create opportunities where not only students can go as undergraduates, but also students of all races can go to our law school that is represented very well here in Southwest Louisiana. Those are the things that are important to me, and that is my experience. I know a lot of times you see folks in the community like myself who are just here. You know, sometimes we take it for granted, but I do represent you. If you have a need, and if you call me, I can assure you of one thing: I'll be there. That's what I've done over the years. I look at myself as a problem solver, and I want to bring that experience that I have to you, because it's important. Many of you may watch this live, you may watch it later, but my message to you is, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm committed to you, and I'm gonna ask you for your vote. I ask you humbly for your vote, and I ask you for your support. I ask that you do what? Spread the word for me. Many of you know me already, and I'm thankful for that, but there are those who don't. And if you've dealt with me in the past, and you know how I am, please share a kind word if you have that one for me. But I do ask for your support. My mother, who meant an awful lot to me, My mother was part of the integration plan in Southwest Louisiana back in the early 70s. It afforded me an opportunity to go to a school in Sulphur named Fresh. Yes, I was one of only, really the only black in my class, my first, second, and third year. I left there and went to Cherry Street, a big change for me. After that, I went on to Molo and graduated from Lake Charles High. And I say that to say this, that one thing that I've learned how to do is to not see people as either black or white. I see them as people. And that was the way that I was raised. When you go out on an ambulance or go out to pick up someone, you don't see a black person or a white person. You see a person who needs help. And those are the things that I've been able to do over my career here in Southwest Louisiana. I've been truly blessed. I've been blessed to be able to be here and to be able to do the things that I have. But I want to do more. I want to do more to be able to help you. Our community has been hurt in one of the worst ways. Lake Charles and Southwest Louisiana is ground zero. No other place in this country has experienced what we have. 2 hurricanes within 45 days of each other, a global pandemic that we're dealing with, over 10,000 people still displaced and not able to go to their homes. That's tough. How do we get through those things? We get through them together. We work together. And the people that are here, that remain here, they're survivors. They're survivors. We all are. There was nobody that wasn't touched by this storm. When they told us to leave, that's what happened. We left. We went to all different parts of the country. Some of us were able to come back because maybe we had insurance or maybe we had people that were here. But what happens to those people who didn't have, who lived in maybe lived with a relative or lived in a family home that was damaged and maybe there was no insurance on it? What happens to them? That's the tough part. We have to be able to work together. To do what? To bring our people back home. That's what I want to be able to say. We have a housing crisis and the economy, but listen, all of that is for naught until we can get through this pandemic. We got to come together to get through it. I advocated months ago on my radio show. I brought elected officials onto my show so that they could speak to the community. And maybe my words weren't good enough to get those of you that are out there to adhere to what is going on in our community. But I wanted you to hear them. That was my way of giving back. Each time I come on the radio, it's not just for me, it's for you. That's who I am. I talk about things that are important. Yeah, I do a sports show, but I also try to get a message out there of unity in this community, of lifting each other up, of doing the right thing by doing my part. And I invite all of you that are out there, we're all going through it. Do your part. Help others. Take care of yourself and take care of others. You've heard that before. And that's the only way we're going to get through this. The housing crisis, look, we got a lot of properties in North Lake Charles and really throughout the city that are adjudicated properties. And I've thought of how we could put people back in homes here and not just apartments. Why should somebody have to come back here and pay $1,200 a month when you can get a mortgage for $100,000 and pay literally $300 or $400 a month through the FHA that's available to our area right now. If you have a credit score of 520 and above, in 2 years of taxes, you're going to be eligible to purchase a piece of land. Why don't we, as a community, hold those properties for those people that are coming back? And instead of putting them in apartments where they pay $1,200 and $1,300 and $1,500 a month, let's put them in homes. Let's make the quality of life in this community as such to where people don't have to work 2 and 3 jobs. It's not good. But we can change that. We can do it. But it depends upon you. I can be your quarterback, but I need you to be the coach. I want you to be the person who guides us and calls the plays for us. And you do that when you go out and you vote. When you vote is important. You see the power of your vote. We don't just need to vote when it's a presidential election. We should be excited about voting all the time. How do you think we're going to build this community back? It's because of your vote. And the government is coming in here and they're putting trailers up, they're putting people up in hotels. That's not charity. They're not giving you charity. These are things that you've paid into, that your parents have paid into over the years. And you know what? Government is there to pick us up when we fall down. Everybody doesn't need to be picked up, but we all need to help each other. And who would? We all have that good within us. If you knew that your neighbor was suffering, would you just turn a blind eye to it? No, you wouldn't. You'd help. And I've seen the way you help in this community. I've been there. I know what it is. You've come to me and told me how you want to help people. I think about today because just prior to coming to do this interview, I was on a funeral service for a young lady that was killed in our community. Church was packed. Everybody was there wanting to do what? Wanting to help. If all they could do was just help by saying, just by letting the family see them there, they were there to say, we care about you. And ultimately, that's who we are as a community. We lift each other up and we care about each other. That tragedy really touched this community, and it split the community to the point that people were saying they should have known this or they shouldn't. No. Who are we to judge? We're not. We're not. But we have to be able to help each other. I often say we emulate what we see. If you don't want your kids to cuss, you don't cuss. If you don't want them to drink, you don't drink. Those are the things that, the way I was brought up. And my parents never saw me lift a drink. They never heard me say a curse word. But I emulated them because I wanted to be like my father, who made an impression upon me to this day. And it's part of the reason why when I graduated from school, I didn't want to leave Lake Charles. I wanted to come back here and to do my part and to make this community better. Now, many of you may not know this. I've run for this seat before. I ran in 1997. I ran in 2009. But I'm not giving up because I'm not going to give up on you. I'm still not going anywhere. And I will be here. And I hope that you'll give me an opportunity to represent you in this community. That's what I live for. That's what my motivation is to be able to serve you. That's right, you. If you call me, I'll be there. And when things happen in this community, you want to have a voice, like when we were gone for the hurricane and all of us were looking for information, wondering about our houses, all we wanted was somebody to step up and say, it's going to be okay. We got your back. And I want you to know if you elect me, I'm going to always have your back, like I've done over the years. My name is Raymond Fondel. I humbly ask for your vote. I ask for your support. I ask for your prayers. I want to make our community better, but I can't do it by myself. I need you. Please share this information with your friends. And if I can be of help to you, I'm not hard to find. I'm not hard to find. I'll be right here when you call. Thank you very much.